Hi, my name's Caroline. Welcome to my channel. A few days ago, maybe last week, I put out a video about the physiological sigh as a little technique to help you calm down if you have anxiety. This video is another little technique. It's pretty easy to do and you can do it pretty much anywhere. And it's called the butterfly hug, and it's perfect for calming down your nervous system. So for any of you who experience anxiety, that sort of nervous feeling, maybe around here, you might sometimes get tingling in your fingers or in your feet. If you feel heart palpitations or you're struggling for breath, sometimes it can manifest as constriction in the throat or dry mouth, but everyone's different, so lots of people have different symptoms of anxiety, and all of those symptoms are down to adrenaline and cortisol. I'll probably do another video about that at another time. I won't go into it in too much detail right now, because this was simply to just give you a little technique that you can experiment with and see if it helps you. I also use it sometimes if I'm struggling to get to sleep. So the butterfly hug is actually called, the posh name for it is bilateral stimulation. And so what we're doing is we're stimulating one side of the nervous system and then the other side of the nervous system. It's part of a bigger therapy called, so it's abbreviated to EMDR, which is short for, well, it's an I can't say it, an acronym for eye movement reprocessing. No, eye movement, I'm so professional, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. But this isn't using eye movement. This is, and usually with EMDR, you need to see a trained therapist to be able to get the full benefits of that, if that's something that appeals to you. But this is just something you can do yourself. You don't need a therapist. So there's a few different ways you can do it. The easiest is probably just crossing your arms like this and just tapping side to side. So one side and then the other side. And the temptation when you're feeling really anxious is to do it really quite quickly. But we need, the idea is we're calming the nervous system. So, you know, maybe just notice if you have a temptation to do it really fast, and actually what we want to do is we want to do it nice and slowly and gently. Okay, but if you don't like doing the tapping on each of your arms, there's another couple of ways. So you can also do it on your thighs. You can't see my thighs, but just imagine they're there. So side by side, side to side. But then the other way, which I really like and I find really effective, I do it like this. So if you find your collarbone, so mine's along here, and then it's just underneath your collarbone and you're tapping. And I can actually, it sort of makes a sound that kind of moves through my rib cage, and it's very grounding, it's very soothing. If you have particular breathing exercises that you like to do, you can do that at the same time. Another way of doing it is interlinking your thumbs and doing it like this. I prefer to do it like this, but you sort of have to put your shoulders back. Some of my clients actually don't find that very comfortable, and if you don't have sort of full shoulder or arm movement, that might not be too easy. So some of my clients do this, so one tap on the chest, one on the shoulder. But yeah, just experiment for yourself, because we're all different, and see what works for you. In an ideal world, I'd suggest you do it at a time when you're not too anxious already, and just notice how you feel before you do the tapping, and then during or afterwards, and just see if it makes a difference. And if you practice it, you can practice it at any time you like. You can practice it, like I said, before you go to sleep. It's really soothing, or I find it really soothing. You can do it whilst watching TV. You can do it, you know, wherever really. If you're if you're stationary in traffic, and you're feeling stressed about that, or if you're watching something and you're feeling a bit triggered, it's quite easy to start doing that. But yeah, I'd say if you can, try and do it at a time when you're not super anxious, and just notice how that feels in your body. It's subtler than I experience it to be subtler than the physiological sigh, but I do think it's really soothing, and I've had lots of really good feedback from my clients about how it can really help to sort of really bring your nervous system down, really calm everything down. And as I said, I really find it helpful before bed. I sometimes fall asleep doing that. So yeah, let me know if you fancy in the comments below. Let me know if you give it a go, if it's helpful, if it's not helpful. Like I said, I can do another video that goes into more depth about the sort of the biology of everything, but I didn't want to overload this video, because really it's about just getting to know the technique, and yeah, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to cover, anything that would be helpful. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a lovely day.